right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome everyone here to the State of Sims, and my name is Dennis G.
And I'm Neon Fox.
Mr. Neon Fox, it is another week. Is it another show? How are you doing, my friend?
Dude, I'm doing great. Tested negative for COVID today, so I've booked my flight down to Florida again.
You did test negative?
Yeah,
I thought you test positive.
That was last week.
Oh, I see.
And Monday, so... But I'm in the clear now.
Well, very good. Got the green light. All systems go. I know you got to go down to Florida and see your moms.
Yep.
Which is cool. But that's awesome, man. Yep. I'm happy for it. It seems like everybody's getting it nowadays. Like, it's weird. Because before,
now that it's not on the news anymore, everyone's getting it.
Literally, like, I just talked to Griff today, and he's like, yep, I got to just recover over this, this COVID thing. And I'm like, you too? Like, what in the world? But, it is what it is. Here we are, about as safe as we can be, about, 1,000 miles from each other. So... Exactly. I don't have to worry about catching COVID from each other. We have a great guest here tonight. This is awesome. He's all the way over in France, so I think we got some
No. He's from another planet.
Yes. Well, France is from another planet, honestly.
Well, yeah, pretty much. About it. the planet Croissant.
The planet called Croissant. France. Yes. So it's great. We're totally stoked to speak with the wonderful Volkor X and find out just how doomed we are as a species. I'm very... I
think we're pretty doomed.
I'm very nervous, honestly. You read the news, and it's pretty much game over. So if you listen to the show, if you're listening to the show live right now or in the archives, congratulations. You just might survive the cataclysm, and, it's all a good thing, man. We'll hang out.
Speaking of, if you're listening live, if you're in the YouTube or the IRC chats, pop in and say hi in the chat. We will shout out your name, just because that's what we do.
That's
to let you know we are live.
Yes, indeed, we are live. And before we go ahead with all that, why don't we go ahead and just start things off with a opening track? What do you think, my friend?
Oh, hells yeah.
All right, what do we got?
Our favorite artist, 2D Cat, who used to be, I think, in Washington, has now moved to San Francisco. And looky, he's dropped a new track, as well as new merch, actually. He's got a new graphic design, so...
Oh, look at that.
I might have to get another shirt. But, never mind that. We've got a new track from 2D Cat. It's called Don't Want to Give You Up, right here on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was 2D Cat with Don't Want to Give Up. Yeah, always good to hear some stuff coming out of 2D Cat.
Love those guys.
Yeah, good stuff. And before we go into anything else, we're going to go into our top story real quick, I believe. So, top story of the evening is FM84. Jules, I know you snatched up a couple copies of his newest drop.
I did. Yep, the iconic Atlas album repressed for the 4th time.
I can't believe that it sold 1,000 copies, vinyl copies of Atlas in under 10 minutes.
I think it was 1,000 off the EPR and FM84 website, and then they had I think 200 that were allocated to sites like Night City Vinyl.
Yeah,
which was sold out within that 10 minutes as well. So it's probably about 1,200.
That is.
And then they had a couple of straggling copies the next day down in Australia or something. But it nuts.
Yeah, I know they're gonna put a couple in stores, which is like totally rad that they can do that. And wouldn't it be neat to just walk into a record store and just see Atlas just like staring right at you? I mean, that would be pretty rad.
The day will come. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
1,000 copies in 10 minutes. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. I made a joke on Twitter, but I'm pretty sure Adele is frustrated right now because she can't get any more vinyls printed because of FM84.
That's it. But I tell you what, we do have a little bit more on the story. We have our roving reporter, Lonnie Crane, to tell us a little bit more about it. And I believe he's over in Scotland right now. So, Lonnie, take it away.
Thank you, Dennis. This is Lonnie Crane. I'm standing outside of FM84's Woodland Cottage in Western Scotland, where smoked salmon trucks appear to be loading up, but not with the usual delicious locks, but with hundreds of boxes of vinyl copies of FM84's smash album, Atlas.
Angus, I told you not to put the vinyls in the old barrels, your weapon. Take them back and clean the bits off.
Surely heading to all around to different places on the earth.
Take it off!
This 4th generation of vinyl pressings sold out 1,000 copies in under 10 minutes. Mr. 84 has assured us that there will be no NFTs involved with the repressing, but that's only because he hasn't talked to me yet. You see, my nephew Morton has been researching Polygon and Phantom chains for the cheapest gas fees, and as well the cheapest graphic designers on Fiverr.com. So, we got it going on. Don't let your hope die just yet.
And put that back on! Oh, James, gonna stop yelling at my dad? He's an old man.
Anyways, Mr. 84 says a second album is in the works, but it may take a while, who can say? And speaking of taking a while, a 5th pressing of Atlas has indeed been ordered. If, Adele lets anyone, use any vinyl press in the frickin' world, we will eventually see more Atlases. Congrats to those who purchased a copy, and to those who did not, well, there's still plenty of smoked salmon on the way. And you can't put a record on a bagel anyways, unless you're Meshuggah. Okay, back to you, Dennis.
All right, thank you very much, Lonnie Crane.
Yeah.
Very good. And so before we go into our next track and before we bring on our very special guest, we would like to make a couple quick shout-outs to the chat room. Who do we got in there, Mr. Neon Fox?
Quick shout-out to Razor Sharp over in the YouTubes. And Calvin Lane, also in the YouTube, who says, all hail Volkor X. So, right on. We have a nice disciple in the YouTube chats.
Yes.
Also, in the IRC, we've got our buddy Distarian.
Hey.
Corset is in there. Dennis, you're in there.
I am, yes.
Our guest, Volkor X, has decided to hack into the system and take over.
Nice.
Craig Packman just woke up over in Perth, Australia.
Yeah.
Bad Guys Get Dead, hello. Rex Balls is there.
Nice.
Defunct. Johnny 5, Alexis is in the chat as well as Egg Shen, shaking the pillars of heaven, and of course, our friend Zoo, who is awake.
Yeah, it's early enough. We do early for us, late for people overseas, but
exactly.
We try to do our best. It's a wide world we live in, where I think we went into it last season about the time zones and how much they suck.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of those time zones.
Yeah.
I think when Volkor X conquers the world, that's the first thing you should do.
Exactly.
Get rid of daylight savings time and get rid of time zones.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
But until then, I guess the only time traveling we're going to do is through music. and we have another track lined up here. So you want to go ahead and set that one up, Mr.
I love
Dion?
your segues.
That was a good one. I like that one. I'm going to keep that one.
All right. Yes. Okay. So I stumbled across this, zipping through my Instagram the other day. I've been following this artist because he's more like housey music, but he does, throw in some retro influence in there.
Yeah.
And I watched this YouTube video of him sequencing the song live in his studio, and it's just
crazy,
batshit insane. So you guys got to hear this. This is UK artist Younger, and this track is just amazing. My jaw dropped. So we had to reach out, get permission to play this, and of course he was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem."
Nice.
So here it is. This is Younger with "Around the World" right here on Night Ride FM.
All right, once again, that was Younger. Man, Jules, you were
Yeah.
right, man. You were absolutely right.
So this
great.
apparently this is the 4th single he's dropped from an upcoming album.
Really?
So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that album comes out this summer. I hope, and hopefully maybe some physical media. Cause hot damn.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right.
Oh, you know what? Quick shout out to Teeny Panini,
Hey,
who joined us in the IRC, as well as Trevor Applegate over in the YouTubes.
thanks for tuning in and checking us out. You will hopefully be saved in the Cataclysm. And in fact, to find out more, we would like to introduce a very special guest to the show right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Volkor X.
Greetings, humans.
Now, how funny would it be? How funny would it be if we did the entire show in character? I think that would be great, wouldn't it?
I'd lose my
I don't
voice.
think I could.
That is great, though. It's just such an amazing persona you have. Like, I will just read, your stuff on Twitter and different various social media, and it's just, you're one of them artists that really lean into your persona and really just you don't break out of character at all. Like, this is kind of a
I love
special
when
thing.
you've got one single on Spotify, and it just needs those extra plays, and you're like, I need this added to a playlist or die.
I wish I could just walk around.
I create a playlist with just that one song, just copied 1,000 times.
It's just anything you want or die. Like, that's
Yep.
it. I mean, just put it out there and stuff happens, hopefully.
we should try that.
Oh, no, you can't actually.
No,
because
that's
I
right.
copy-
That's right. Trademark.
Yeah, I copyrighted it. So
Oh, no. Or die, special copyright, Volkor X 2016. Speaking of, how long have you been doing music for?
yeah. I started music somewhere in the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's been all along, it's been with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but Volkor X is just from 2015.
Okay.
This is the first project, the first real project I had, which had a bit of success. So I'm very happy with where I am now.
Yeah.
Cool. And
Absolutely.
it sounds like the planet you come from, they speak French.
They do, yeah. They do
yeah.
speak French all day long.
D'accord.
It's like that. I feel like there's a show. What is it that I'm probably just making this up in my mind. There's a TV show where, you know what it is? Coneheads. I'm trying to think of. There's something about Coneheads and either being Canadian or something like that.
I think they're Canadian. So there's some reference to Canada there.
There's some weird reference that they're from Canada or something like that. Like it's just it's so funny. I love it. But I love your character, and we did a little bit of research. I know you did an AMA on Reddit Outrun in 2016, and it was pretty awesome. So we got a lot of good back information about where the name came from and the stylings and everything like that. But it's always fun to hear you.
We gotta thank Vag.
Yeah, Vag is the man. He's great. He runs Reddit Outrun. Always a good guy. And from what I read on the AMA, always check out Reddit Outrun for some really cool AMAs. And I found out that you came up with the name based on a guy in a Japanese sci-fi series. So I'll let you kind of branch out on that and enlighten us.
As far as I can remember, as long as I can remember, I've always been into science fiction. When I was a kid, my father used to take me to the cinema and watch movies like Star Wars, The Black Hole, and of course I was fascinated by the science fiction series on TV, and there was that series which in France it was called Sankukai, and I think the original name. Not the original name. The name in the USA was Message from Space.
Oh,
Galactic Wars. Okay, yeah.
Maybe I don't know exactly because it has it's had many names. and there was that character in the show called Volkor, and with a C in the French version, because it's not the name. The characters change name in every country. So in France he was called Volkor, and I thought it sounded really, really cool. And the character was just mean. He was just, he was bad. He was laughably bad,
Laughably
because
evil, yeah.
it was really too much, and I really loved him, and he was not the main villain in the series, but this is the one I loved, really.
So I just noticed, I'm looking at some pictures from this show, and
Yeah.
I thought, because your avatar, I guess, has the horns on the helmet,
Yep.
and I thought that was a reference. Originally, I thought that was a reference to, I know you French call him Goldorak,
Oh, yeah.
which
no,
in English, the Japanese giant robo. In English
Yeah.
is Grendizer, but Goldorak. I thought it was a reference to Goldorak because he had the horns.
yeah,
the
it
same
was not.
horns.
It was not. It was really from the Sankokai show.
Exactly.
Because if you find some pictures of Volkor on internet, you will see he has exactly the same helmet as Volkor X, and the same horns, even the same sigil on the front, on the forehead.
Okay.
So yeah, it's exactly it was the reference I gave to the graphic
Wow.
artist who made the cover, and I said, okay, make this guy even more badass, and put a mask on him.
Those helmets are badass. They are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And there was the other villain who had like 3 horns on each side.
Yeah,
So this he was cool too, but no, Volkor was the best.
And I love the fact that you just kind of attached the X, because really it's not just the Volkor, it's the X that I think you have had the most creativeness in, just making that X larger than life. Like, this X is like this spaceship that is like literally going to swallow up the earth. Like, I think it's so cool, like on a lot of your albums and art and everything like that. It's just this giant. Is there kind of like a story or a loose story? Is that all part of the show? I mean, I'm assuming the X is kind of something you just kind of built upon the Volkor image and everything like that. Is there a little story about that? Is like, I don't know.
Yeah. The reason why I added the X in the name is because there is a French band called Volkor with a K, like me, but it's a band from the 70s. I think it's a jazz rock band, and so I added the X to stand out, and I also chose the X because I had a very, very precise idea of the kind of logo I wanted, and I really wanted the X to be a very graphic part of the logo. So I made a quick logo myself at the very beginning. I hope nobody saw it, because my Photoshop expertise is not so well, and I had the chance to know graphic artists who told me, like, your logo, it's pure shit. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to do something for you. And he made the first Volkor X logo with the purple colors, and
and he made it
yeah,
pop.
Yeah, and it changed everything, because from the X he made, when I released my first album, I asked to Emmerich, Hollywood Burns, to make me a teaser. So I sent him 1 minute and a half preview of the album with extracts from different songs, and I asked him, hey, could you do a quick montage with some extracts from old sci-fi movies, and he totally blew my mind, because when he first sent me the first version of the teaser, I watched the thing, and I saw a spaceship in the shape of an X, and I was like, wow,
yeah.
where did he find that?
Wait, Hollywood Burns did that animation?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, but wow, where did he find that? And he told me, oh, I quickly learned how to model a ship in 3D, and I incrusted it in the video, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
it. Oh,
what?
just, yeah, it's just like, oh, yeah,
Nobody
did this.
quickly learns how to do that.
Yeah. It was
And especially
completely crazy.
back then, you know, the 3D software wasn't exactly as easy as it is now.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I don't know. It was 2015, so it's not.
Oh, yeah. That's not
Well,
It's
yeah,
not
okay.
the dark ages yet.
No,
But
not 3D Studio Max days.
no. I don't know what he used. Probably 3D Max, but yeah, I was my mind was blown, and he modeled some of the ships and incrusted them in dogfights with old planes, and it was incredible. I don't know if you've seen it it's on YouTube, and next time you watch it, it's you're gonna think about what I said, and you'll see how amazed I could have been when I received this.
Wow. I know that you have some really cool videos. I know you did. You're not talking about the one for This Means War, are you? Because
Oh no.
Yeah, okay.
This is something else. Yeah.
okay, so we're definitely going to get to
that.
that, because that's that's incredible. That's just
Yep.
incredible. But yeah, I'd love your music, man. I think it's just, to me, it's just soul crushing. Just, I don't know. There's a layer to it that I think is really almost like soothing to listen to, which is weird. It's hard to describe because your music is very heavy, but it's also very epic. And when you think about things that are epic, you don't think of like a lot of aggression. You think almost like a soothing type of thing that you can just kind of like get entranced with. And I think that's what your music does when I listen to it. It's just so layered with, yeah, it's powerful, and you just listen to it. In fact, I even tweeted something out a couple months ago. I said that your music is just flat out epic. Like, there's no other word to describe it. And the sounds that you come out with, I think, are very unique for the stuff that other people are putting out.
It's almost like soundtrack music.
Almost like soundtrack music, yeah. But to me, the most impressive thing, and I feel like I have the answer already, but we got to talk about the drums, because to me, that is where your whole signature just kind of derives from, is the way that you produce the drums, which is almost, it feels like it's like a live drum kit that you're mixing. And I did read the AMA. I'm afraid to ask if the drums are real or if they are VST or sampled or anything like that, but you can break my heart.
Yeah, I can. Now, when I released my second album, This Is Our Planet Now, the question I was the most asked was either what is your drum library, or is it a live drummer?
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with that, because it's all the drums are programmed on my albums.
Wow.
But this is something I really love to do. I love programming drums, because I would have loved to be a drummer, but I can't, because my when I play the drums, I'm so powerful that I break the
That's
drum
what I was
kit.
about to say. You took the words out of my mouth.
Just go
So,
right through the drum. That's great.
Yeah, no, I really love drums, and my father was a drummer, and I think it passed the love for drums to me from a very young age. But yeah, all my drums are programmed, and I spend a lot of time programming them and making them sound as real as I can. So yeah, it made me very happy when people asked me if it was a real drum kit or a real drummer. And the reason why I'm going this route, it's also because I'm doing live shows with a real drummer, and I want the shows to sound as close as possible as or to feel as close as possible as the albums.
I can't even imagine going
Okay.
to a show, a
My
Volkor
God. So
X show with
takes
live
care of a
drums.
question. That takes care of a question I had later. So, yeah, live shows.
Yes. So they are on the horizon. Do you play live, or are you planning on playing live?
We've done a few shows already. I think we've played like 3 shows. We were planning to do a tour when COVID hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we've it's been really hard because we've been trying to put out a tour in Europe in 2002. Couldn't do it because everybody is starting touring again, so all the venues are packed, and we were originally trying to make a tour in October. But in October, Carpenter Brut is touring Europe, Dance with the Dead is touring Europe, Perturbator is touring Europe.
I know.
We decided to postpone this to 2003.
You know what? You should have just got Carpenter Brut to open for you.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say.
Hey man,
honestly,
hey, just tell him Volkor X is performing. If you want, you can open for me.
open for me or die.
Or die.
Actually, my first show was opening for Carpenter Brut, so
There you go.
That.
yeah.
Actually, you know
that's-
what? In fact, so this is Dennis. This is how you do a segue.
Yes.
I'm going through your YouTube videos looking for that one you were talking about, but of course I come across there is a YouTube video of you performing this track we're gonna play,
Yep.
which is
Atomic Dust.
Atomic Dust.
Atomic Dust at Krakatoa.
Wow.
So
This song is so heavy. It's so epic. The drums
Yeah.
are just on point. Like, I don't even know how you mix. That's the thing. Like, really, it's hard. It's got to be extremely difficult to mix live drums. Or when I say live, I mean not heavily gated drums, which you hear on every other synthwave album, but just so heavy, and it's the cymbals. I
So
think
I guess
that really throw you
typically
off.
synthwave artists, right? They typically have their DAW doing the drums for them while they play the synth or guitar or sax or whatever, right? So I guess when you have a live drummer, the live drummer has to stick to the DAW's beat, right? The live drummer can't drive the beat because you've got everything else going on in the DAW.
Right, it's got to be synced to
So
the track.
so I guess the drummer doesn't lead when in a synth act, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
sound right?
Well, things that when we play live, my drummer has a click in the ear,
Okay.
because I have a lot of sequences playing on the synths. I can't play everything because, as you said, my music is there are many layers, so I only have 2 hands, and then I can't
Only
play
2
everything.
hands for now.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
For now,
Only
of
2
course,
hands.
yeah.
I thought you had 6. Hold on.
per arm.
Right.
yeah.
There you go. Gotcha. Nice
But
recovery.
we really have to have everything synced. So the drummer is very dependent on my click, and if he moves, the synth won't move. So we have to be very tight. But I leave him a lot of room to improvise, to put his own drum fills. And if you watch the YouTube video you were talking about, the live performance of Atomic Dust, you will see that he made the song is using the patterns I have programmed, but he puts a lot of himself in the song, and it works beautifully, I think.
So very nice. Why don't we go ahead and give Atomic Dust a play? And yeah, man, Jules, you want to go ahead and set this one up?
Yeah, so from the album, this is Our Planet Now, all the way from a planet far out in space where they speak French. This is Volkor X with Atomic Dust right here on Night Ride FM.
why the Galactic Council has quarantined you. We have sealed off your planet from the rest of space. We have surrounded it with a force screen. When that screen has accumulated enough particles of atomic dust, your Earth will explode. Your civilization, you, all life will disappear forever.
And once again, that was Atomic Dust by Volkor X. My God. And
Epic.
we were just talking about off the air about the thing that really hits me the most is how chaotically crazy the drums are. And then you got this melody that just goes into it, like about 3/4 into the song. And when that melody hits you, that's that epic moment that I was talking about, that it's just, you know, I feel like the sky's opening up and like the planets are being dissolved or something. Like, just really awesome, amazing stuff. And yeah, I love it. That's my favorite song, I think.
Yeah, well, I would lie if I told you I don't love it, because I'm not one of those artists who don't like to listen to their music. I really love my music. So, because actually the music I'm doing is the music I want to listen to, and I'm trying to do things I can't find anywhere else. So, but but yeah, my the kind of music I listen to the most is actually at the moment is post rock. I listen to a lot of post rock, a lot of post black metal as well. And there are so many cool things in this kind of music which you can bring into the synth music, and mix everything together and make something beautiful.
Yeah, I love the fact that to me it's just so flexible. It's like such a flexible thing, and I think it's great that you can come at it with heavy stuff or whatever you want to throw at it. You know, the entire community is just so accepting, and they just eat that stuff up.
By the way, I just Dystarian pointed something out. That album, This Is Our Planet Now, there's only 9 cassettes remaining.
What?
So for those of you who are cassette heads, and there's only 8 remaining of the This Means War album.
Oh, shoot.
So there you go. Get on that. And I was just looking at the vinyls. So I missed out. So this sucks. I missed out on all the colored vinyls of This Means War.
No. There are more coming. I have just received a few a little stock of colored vinyls.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna open a new shop soon because I'm gonna move all the merch from Bandcamp to another shop, and it will open soon, and everything will be in it. Vinyl.
Awesome.
The few cassettes left, if there are any at the
t-shirts,
end of this
right?
show.
and t-shirts, right?
T-shirts, yeah. I'm gonna do some new t-shirts as well.
I'm ashamed I don't have a Volkor X t-shirt.
Oh, Jules.
I know.
All right, so we have some questions we got asked by our Patreons. And by the way, patreon.com/NightRideFM. If you'd like to be a Patreon, you can get some really cool questions out to our artists, and hopefully they'll have some answers. And yeah, so real quick, we're going to start off with Dystarian, who's also in the chat right now. When is Earth going to be your planet? And what is your election process? We want to know where we stand when the planet gets taken over, because, you know, I think we've talked for about an hour now, so we're good, right? We're safe.
Yeah. What does election mean?
So election process.
There's no elections.
Does not compute.
So elections, I'm assuming, he could probably chime out in chat, but I'm assuming election process is like, I feel like I interpreted it as we essentially want to stay alive, and I guess you pick people to remain, to be enslaved, and you know, we're okay with that. Honestly, you know, we just want to stay alive. What do we got to do? How do we obey the overlord?
Buy his music or die.
It's fairly easy. It's fairly easy. You just have to join the troops, and then you should be okay.
There we go.
Yeah. I have actually a private Facebook group called Volkor Elite Troops.
Wow.
And if you're part of this group, you're safe, totally safe.
So wait, so Vag has joined us in the YouTube chat. Is he a member of that Facebook group?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Well, he's under his regular name. So.
But maybe yeah. But
yeah.
But Vag is safe anyway. So because
that's good.
Because of the
and we're safe.
AMA. So
and Night Ride is safe. And
you know, I think everybody in the chats right now, Foxy, Computer M, who have joined us. Let's hopefully anybody who's tuned in the chats
will be safe from ultimate
just
destruction.
Put an extension on your life.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can thank us at the State of Synth. All right, one more from Rex Balls. This one's a little bit of a long-winded question, but I'll try to summarize it. You wrote the theme, right? I guess covered the theme for the movie Interstellar, I guess was the main theme.
Yep.
And it was an amazing cover. Volingo had just talked about the other day how he was watching it, he was rewatching it, and Rex was saying he sometimes reads the novelized version, listens to the score. He's totally into the movie. Is there any special significance? Is that just one of them things that you thought was cool, that you thought would make a good cover?
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite sci-fi movies from the past 10 years. probably my favorite. And I'm not usually a big fan of Hans Zimmer, but I thought that he really nailed it in this movie, and the soundtrack is really moving, and works so well with the story and the characters and the setups, and it's wonderful. And this main theme it's been really haunting me since the first time I saw the movie, and actually, I decided to cover this theme in October last year, because each year in October I'm trying to find a song from a movie to cover for Halloween, and it's usually a song from a horror movie. But this time I chose this song because it was really something I wanted to do, because I thought it would work so well with my style, and I did that in maybe a couple of days, and released it just in time for Halloween. And but yeah, there is no particular reason other than that I love the song and the movie, and
that's all you need, I guess, right?
Yeah. I don't think I need much more. Yeah.
I think you did an excellent cover of it. You did an excellent job, and in fact, we actually lined that one up to play. So
let's do it.
No way.
Yeah, because that's one of our favorites as well. So we're going to go ahead and give this a spin. Mr. Neon Fox, do you have anything special to set this one up with?
Well, no. So here it is. This is the Interstellar main theme covered by our overlord, Volkor X, right here on Night Ride FM.
All right, once again, that was the Interstellar main theme by Volkor X, or covered by Volkor X. Or die.
Powerful stuff.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And we were just saying in the break, we were talking about the fact that you possibly are working on some new equipment, new album. I meant to say,
Yeah.
I think equipment with the album, or the album with the equipment. I don't know. One of those things. You're working on something.
Well, new equipment, not so much, but yeah, new music, new material. I'm working on a new album, which is not going as fast as I expected, but it's coming. It's coming. I think I'm half done on the music side. But this is difficult. This is a difficult album because it's very it's my third album, and the third album is always the most difficult, because you as an artist have expectations from what you did before and where you want to go, but the fans also have expectations, and it's really
There it is.
Sorry, I totally
what was
forgot.
that? Oh, the cats.
We've been
The
waiting
cat
for
feeder.
that moment. In fact, can we put a pause for 1 second? I don't want to interrupt you. We are doing the show at a really awkward time for myself and, of course, Jules, who has his food for his kitty drop at 7 o'clock on the dot. And I
totally forgot.
have my kids in the background because they're just running around doing
I'm
kids
blushing
things.
right now.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know that this is a live show, you know now that this is indeed a live show. So there you go. Next time my daughter comes and yells at me, I'm gonna bring her on the mic and she's gonna do the rest of the show. So, but
All right. So
Yeah.
sorry about that.
we have
My,
fun.
No
my,
problem.
my overlord. You were talking. So yeah, this third album. You got fans who are expecting.
Yeah, we got expectations, man.
Of course, I know people have expectations, and the thing is that I'm sometimes a bit. I want my fans to be happy with the new album, but I want to be happy with it too. And the thing is that what I want to do now with Volkor X is straying away from synthwave. By incorporating more and more guitars and making more, the balance between the electric and the electronic in my music is slowly going more into the electric way than the electronic way. So the drums also sound a lot more real than on This Is Our Planet Now. I'm really struggling to complete this album because I want it to be perfect, and I've started maybe 30 songs for it, and I kept only 4.
Wow.
Yeah, and everything else is in the trash can. It's not even something I want to keep for later, because the way I work, I know that in 2 years from now, if I want to do another album, I won't want to do the same thing, and I know my direction will be another one, and it's difficult. It's slower, a lot slower than I expected. Also, I have I want it to be a concept album. My 2 first albums are concept albums as well, but this one will be going a step further, because I don't think there will be any samples from movies like in the previous albums, but there will be spoken words between the songs, which will help you understand the story I'm trying to tell you. And I'm getting some help from a guy in the UK, a writer who is called Ben Dads, who is writing. Who is writing some dialogues and help me give birth to this story.
Ben Dodds, Dodds, right?
DADDS, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, we know that you did some collaborations with some really amazing artists, and of course we have to mention Dimmy K, which just seems
The
to be
Dimster.
the
My
king of
brother from another
collaborations.
planet.
He is incredible. We love Dimmy, and he played guitar on that album. I think your first album, right?
Yeah. I was actually it was for when I composed Beacon. It was not. I was not thinking about the album yet. I was making this song for a compilation, and I was writing this part, and I needed a guitar solo, and I'm not a guitar player. I can do basic stuff like chords, power chords, and rhythms, but I can't play solos. And
When you need a shredder, he's there.
Yeah.
He's always there.
And, I heard some song from this guy on SoundCloud, and I contacted him and asked him, "Hey, are you the guy playing the guitar on your tracks?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm the guitarist." And I asked him if he wanted to play on my track, and I sent him the track, and he was very inspired by the song, and he sent me a couple of solos, and we went a bit back and forth, and it quickly was perfect, and also it was very a very nice moment in my career, because I was basically just beginning. Beacon was composed in 2015.
Wow.
So it was like maybe 4 or 5 months that I started since I started Volkor X, and Dimi was so supportive, and he sent me emails, 3 pages long emails, saying how the song was so good and inspiring, and how I would be one of the top dogs in a couple of years, and what. And I was like, oh my god. And it was very nice of him, because it gave me a lot of confidence in the project when at the moment I needed it the most. And he's my brother. I love him.
Dimmy spends, I think, 90% of his time just helping out other synthwave artists.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He doesn't make his. Once in a while, he'll put out an EP when he gets around to it. But most of the time, he's just lending his skills.
But he loves it. I know he loves it in his heart, and I think that's the really cool thing about him, is he just loves working with people. You also had some work with. I'm gonna probably pronounce this wrong again. Guillaume. Did I do it?
Yeah.
All right. So now you had a amazing video that you had worked with him. He was more or less the animator who did all the great pixel artists. In fact, Guillaume also did animations for a very well-known song video by Gunship, which is the Artemis and Parsival. Yeah. Again, words. I was saying before, like, you have a little bit of trouble speaking English. And I'm like, your English is probably going to be better than mine, because eventually we're going to get there where I cannot say words, and we're at that point of the show. But anyway, so amazing animation, pixel artwork for your video for This Means War.
I'm putting the link in the chats here.
Yeah, go check. If you are a fan of synthwave, if you never heard of Volkor X, honestly, I don't know where you've been. But if you've never seen this video, most importantly, go check out this video. This video is just so crazy cool and really just fun to watch.
Done way before the Artemis and Porceville.
Yeah, but
Porcelain.
I think it was made after the how was it called? Gunship released another video, music video.
Oh yeah, the RoboCop Tech Noir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. This another one, but it's in pixel art as well.
Revel in Your Time. Yes.
Yeah. Revel in Your Time. Yeah.
Did he do that as well?
Sorry.
Did Guillaume?
No.
Okay.
No, it was
Genuine Human.
It was Genuine Human.
Yes.
Yeah. And he worked with Guillaume on the Artemis and Parseval. The This Means War music video was amazing. Guillaume, he spent I think 2 or 3 months on it, and he was
Wow.
I gave him like we decided on the story, and then I said, okay, he made a storyboard, and after the storyboard I said, okay, this is a good, go ahead, and you can add anything you want as far as references go. So he put so many Easter eggs and references to cartoons, anime, video games. I just asked for a few, and I asked him to put a few logos here and there from other artists I like, and maybe a couple of references from old games that I liked too. But all the rest is from his sick mind.
That's amazing.
It was incredible. Yeah.
Nice. And you were also involved with a comic, which is called Heartwired, which is a lot of your music, a lot of your releases are, I guess you would say, soundtracks for that particular webcomic. I think there's 2 or 3.
There are 2 volumes with, I think, 15 or 16 songs on each.
Wow.
This was a web comic done by Rod and Leon Hanna, who are two American authors, and they contacted me about making some music for their webcomic, and they told me about the story, and it was a sci-fi story, and I loved it, and I said, okay, let's do it. And it was really, really interesting because they were publishing 1 chapter a week.
Oh, wow. It's like Drugs and Wires. That's what they do as well. It's another
Sorry?
Drugs and Wires is another web comic that I follow by Cryo Claire. Actually, she was the 3rd animator in that gunship video, Artemis and Porcelain. Yes,
right.
Porcelain.
And the thing is that they were published on webtoons, and then they had a contract, so they had to publish a chapter a week.
Oh wow!
But they were working on it like 24 hours a day, and they were sending me versions without the colors, and maybe sometimes without the dialogues, and so that I could work on the song, and I usually had 1 or 2 days to complete the song, and then send it over, and then they could put it in the comic and publish the chapter with the song. And it was very, very stressful, but also very, very interesting, because I had to produce some new songs every week. And I think it didn't turn out too bad. Some songs I don't really like, but there are some I really, really love. And the thing is that these are not very, very popular releases. There are not so many people listening to them, but
that's okay. I mean,
I really love them.
Yeah, it's something that is almost an exercise where, if you put yourself up to a challenge to write a song a week, like, that's really cool. I mean, you never know what can come out of that. Like, let's say, a bunch of them are not as good as you would like them to be. The fact is, you're constantly writing, you're getting a pattern down, you're getting a work pattern, and eventually you're going to have that gem that's going to come out that's going to be like, holy crap, that's going to make up for anything else. And that's about being prolific. I think it's important for an artist to have a prolific phase where you're just putting out some stuff, and just iterating on your sound, and learning and building and growing. And even though you might not think it's the best, it still is really cool that you can do that. And I think that's really neat.
So you know what?
Sure.
What's that, Jules?
Sorry. So, we have a listener over on the YouTube. It's Martin Jelistad, who wants to know. He wanted to know. I think you touched briefly on the new album that you're working on. And he wants to know the direction the Volkor X music is is there a hint in it in the This Means More War remix album?
In terms of story, not really. In terms of the way it will be presented, yeah. Except that This Means More dialogues were written by me and in an afternoon, so it's not really. It was just something I did because the remix a remix album is sometimes really hard to listen to as a whole because every artist, every remixer has his own sound. So I felt that by putting the dialogues between each song, it would make the experience a bit more pleasant and easier to listen to. The reason why I'm doing it with the new album is not for ease of
not the same reason.
Yeah, and the story will be a lot better because I'm not writing it.
Well, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so we have some more tunes to play, and in fact, we do have a very special surprise after this next track that we're going to play. And you were so kindly off air to mention that you would like to give away something, a CD or something like that. That would be fantastic if we could give away some free merch. Is that still on the table? And how can I win?
Sent from outer space in a flaming ball to your house.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, we're going to do a really cool brainstorming session. We're going to try to figure out, I don't know, a question or something that we could ask and maybe make it a little contest or something like that. And then after this next song, we'll go ahead and maybe do that. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Very good.
Awesome.
And what do we have lined up? This one is not a Volkor X song, but this is a great tune.
What?
I know.
Forgive us, Master.
We're done.
All right.
We're doomed.
Before I jump into this track, I just wanted a quick shout out to RP, WrestleMania, Soul Banished, Howls over in the YouTubes, Pax Imperium over in the YouTubes as well, and our very own mini overlord Z, who is our AI who runs the world.
Yes.
Actually, WrestleMania and Martin on the YouTube chat are members of my Volkorian elite troops.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good. So they're all safe. We're all safe.
No wonder
Totally safe.
Martin's got the intelligent questions.
Very, very good. All right.
All right.
So let's drop this track here. Aztec Records. Recording artist Thought Beings from LA have dropped their new album Wave Spell, and holy crap, it is a banger. This track is from their album. It is simply incredible. This is Above It All by Thought Beings right here on Night Ride FM.
To the
And once again, that was Above It All by Thought Beings.
What a track.
I always say Thought Beings. I don't know why. Because, again, I can't speak English.
You're a human being.
I'm a human being. We're all human beings.
Is it me or the vocals in that? The girl singing, which I'm assuming is Lemon, but she sounds so much like Kaylin from Von Kaiser.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a higher register than her usual.
Little squirrel register.
Yeah, squirrel register. So, yeah, here we are. We have this awesome news that we can give away some stuff, and this is great. I'm totally stoked. We thought of a really good question, I think, and I don't know, Jules, where do we leave off in our discussion?
So we figured, you know what, the YouTube stream is a few seconds behind the IRC stream, so it wouldn't be fair to them if we didn't hand out 2 CDs courtesy of our Overlord, signed CDs from the Overlord.
Signed CDs. This is awesome.
So let's do a let's target the YouTube listeners first.
All right.
So yes, to get a CD mailed to you, signed from outer space, from Volkor X. Volkor X did a cover of the video game Turrican 2 soundtrack, and what we want to know, if you can type it in the YouTube chats, the answer, the original song, who was it composed by? And hint, you can find out on Volkor X's Bandcamp page, volkorx.bandcamp.com. First person to type the reply, who the original composer is for Turrican 2, gets a fireball from space containing a CD.
Nice. That's always good. And if it doesn't burn through, I guess you could pop it in the CD player and you have some amazingly epic music signed by the Overlord himself. So good luck to you guys. 20-second delay. So remember when we tried to do a text adventure last season, Jules, with a 20-second delay? So these are the dumb ideas that I think of while our listeners are hopefully typing the answer into the chat.
Type 4 to go left.
So we did a text adventure where you would type in which direction you want to go to, and like, you know, the old text adventures like throw the sword or swing across the chasm or whatever.
Dennis had a whole bunch of samples all lined up.
It was great, and it failed horribly because of the 20-second delay, and it was hilarious though. Which, you know, sometimes you just got to do goofy stuff, and that's what we do. But we have fun. But yeah, it is a delay. Time zones suck, and delays, 20-second delays suck. But hopefully by now, everyone has caught up with everything, and ideas are germinating, and people are hopefully typing something. If not,
I think Vag got it.
Yeah, well, he's cheating because he's in the IRC.
He wrote.
I love how Z just yanked his answer.
In fact, Vog did help us out with doing some show prep, and he did a wonderful job of laying out all kinds of questions from the AMA. And by the way, again, while we're just throwing this out there, go to reddit.com/outrun, right? Reddit.outrun. I give up. Just go to Reddit Outrun. You know what it is.
Reddit.com/r/outrun.
You know what? Yeah, you know. You've been there before. Everyone listen.
And Teeny Panini is also cheating. Jumped over to YouTube. All right. So you know what? Let's play a track while some of our real YouTube listeners stew on that.
Yes.
Who composed the original score or song for the video game Turrican 2, which is available on the Amiga and the Atari ST way back before anybody was born.
Yes.
It was so much better on Amiga.
Yeah.
It really was. All right, so we're going to go ahead and drop this next tune here. Austrian artist Lucy Dreams on the Aztec, another Aztec label, will be producing their next single tomorrow. I said producing, but I meant releasing. Again, I can't speak English. This is called Rosalie by Lucy Dreams right here on Night Ride FM. Enjoy.
Miles ahead, then you are here with me. Driving miles, smiling, smiles, loving thee. A mile is not a currency. Drive through the night. Drive with me to be Rosalie. Drive through the night. Drive with me to be. A mile is not a currency. Drive through the night. Drive with me to be Rosalie. Drive through the night. Drive with me.
All right, once again, that was Rosalie by Lucid Dreams. I was listening to that like nonstop for like a couple hours yesterday. I heard it on Car and Show, and I just begged her to give me a copy of it. And yeah, it's a cool tune.
The track drops tomorrow on Bandcamp.
Oh, very good, very good. That's the one that
Or,
they're
I
producing
guess-
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, or I guess the one they're producing. I guess you know what? It might be out already because sometimes the Europeans, when it hits midnight their time,
Oh, yeah, time
it
zones.
drops on Bandcamp. So,
All them
hey,
time zone things. So sometimes time zones are good. So there you go.
Exactly. I love it when it's an Australian time zone. Like Griff releases an album and it drops like the day before for us.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Time
fantastic.
travel, baby.
Time
Yep,
travel.
sure enough. There it is. Rosalie is available on Bandcamp.
So did we get a winner? That's the most important question.
Well, so I didn't see any authentic YouTube
All right.
replies.
So
you
screw
know
'em.
what, maybe. So I guess we'll just have to go with the first answer, which was our friend Vog.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah. So the original producer, or the song was composed by Chris Hulsbeck for the game Turrican 2.
Oh, very good.
German legend.
Very
Jawohl.
nice. All right. Do we have a second question? I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm thinking of one.
Totally unprepared. All right. So while we're working on our second question, why don't we go ahead and let's drop some album releases. Let's talk about
do
some artists that are not Volkor X, but equally as awesome. And when he does put his album out, we will announce it right here in this little section called Album Releases. So, Mr.
Yeah.
Jules?
So today, LeBrock teamed up with Battle
that's
Juice
right.
to drop a new single called "Made of Steel."
Yeah. On the
And that's
Fixed
available,
label, right?
Yeah, it's on the Fixed label. You can find it on LeBrock's Bandcamp or the Fixed Bandcamp page, and of course on all these streaming services.
Very good. And I know about these words. Dream Kid came out on the 13th, which is what? What's today? I don't know.
That's 13th is tomorrow.
We're really falling apart.
It's today here.
Yeah, that's
there,
right.
there it is.
It's today.
Future Cop from Oceans Within and Jeremiah Kane, This Night Is Ours, featuring Sands, which is a single.
Yep, and he released a YouTube video for that track today. Jeremiah Kane did, and the single's available tomorrow on streaming services. The Bandy, I bet you once again it's available on Bandcamp now because it's midnight.
There it is.
Where Jeremiah Kane comes from.
Very good.
Whatever planet he's on.
And
let's see.
Radio Wolf, right?
Yeah, my
On the
buddy Radio
20th.
Wolf, who used to be living here in Toronto. Then he went and ran off to Germany to hang with Nina. Left us all behind. So yeah, May 20th, Radio Wolf has a new EP called Nightlight coming out.
Very good. And the 26th, we have Bino Biscotti. That's a great... Can we just talk about how great that name is? Is that how you pronounce it? Bino Biscotti?
Yep, that's it.
That's like
On the
Sam
Russell-
Spaghetti.
So he's on the
That's
Russell
great.
Corsa label.
I love it.
You know, Miami Nights 1984 label.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. It's got Testarossa featuring Bunny X. Bunny X. Love those ladies. It's on the 26th.
I copyrighted the X at the end of a name.
Oh, that's right. We got to call
Ah,
them up.
yeah.
We got to call them up. They're
Let's
doomed.
see, what else we got? July 1st, Taurus 1984 over on the Outland Records label. They're dropping their new album called Modern Romance. And over in the chats here, Z is reminding us that Master Boot Records album has dropped today, apparently.
And that he already solved the puzzle.
Yeah, okay, but it's not on Bandcamp yet. Damn it.
Oh, that's right. Because he's an Australian, and he probably already solved the puzzle.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys know. I'm sure everyone knows by now. Master Boot Record has a, I guess it's a big puzzle, like usually it's some sort of cryptology type of cryptomony. I don't even know what a word is. But it's really cool and it's really hard to figure out. And Z's really smart, so he figures that stuff out for me, who can't figure it out.
Z just probably writes some code to solve it for him.
Uses his big AI brain to solve the crypto, whatever. I don't even know. Cryptology. That's a thing, right?
He says he's ascended beyond solving them. He's got the answer before they're even put out.
right.
Before MBR even knows what the question is.
He actually wills the puzzle into existence through his
There you go.
thought patterns.
Also, Vog has graciously decided to let Teeny Panini have that signed CD. So
Teeny Panini.
do me a favor, email me at neonfox@nightride.fm and let me know your name and address. I will forward it on to our overlord.
Very good.
And ye shall have the burning ball of flame from the skies.
All right, so we have, I guess we have another question we got to think of. Let's play another tune while we go ahead and do that. Mr. Neon Fox, what do we got?
Ooh, the Goondock Saint.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, I love the Goonie. He's dropped a new single, and it features the vocals of Vic Blonde. It's called Clarity, and you're hearing it right here on Night Ride FM.
I spend the days, hours, minutes focusing on the wrong things. Searching crooks of gold, but no rainbow appearing. When I get in the end, a place that's just so fucking silent that it's deafening. In the last couple months, I was living a daydream. Chasing after something that I know it could have been. When I get in the end, I feel so worn out I can stand the next day to begin. Wasting my time dreaming far away to a place where I know we were meant to stay. High on us, overdose, blessings come from above. Spend my nights wide awake, second screen is my new friend. Wasting piles of cash and some fake from a big wave. When I get in the end, a dump of trash so freaking high, having a gathering. Wasting my time dreaming far away to a place where I know we were meant to stay. High on us, overdose, blessings come from above.
Oh yeah, it's gonna play. Okay, sorry.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, goody.
We back.
All right.
And
All right.
we were just thinking of another particular question. Before we do, once again, that was Clarity by the Goondock Saint featuring Vic Blonde. Again, with the live show that we are doing tonight. And sometimes the song just ends before you are ready to finish your side conversation. So that's what happens when you do live shows. But yeah, so we are thinking about a cool question, and we're going to do a little pop quiz on you guys. And the pop quiz is basically, we said it earlier in the interview, or rather Mr. X had said it. Who did Volkor X open up for on his very first show, live show? If you can type it into the IRC chat. His very first show that he opened for. Who was that band? And if you know it, if you've been listening and paying attention, it should be very, very easy. Pop quiz. Good luck to you. Good luck.
Yeah. First person who gets it right, we shall ensure you get a flaming ball of CDs.
Flaming ball of CDs. And while we do that, I believe we have some... Do we want to do birthdays or do we want to wait?
Let's do birthdays.
All right, we can knock that out pretty quick. All right,
Yeah,
birthdays
we gotta-
in the house. I guess overlords don't have birthdays.
No, we don't.
But some of you guys do. Like to let you know that our buddy Johnny Cobra celebrating his birthday on May 13th, which is tomorrow. So happy birthday to you.
Sweet. May 15th, Nat Gray from Aztec Records is celebrating a birthday, as well as Night Audit, who I believe is in the Twin Cities, and Adam Sullivan from the band New Arcades over in the UK.
Nice.
All celebrating May 15th.
And May 16th, we are having a birthday with Jacket and Pretty Glass Folk. I haven't seen his stuff in a while. He's got to put out some music. It's been a while, dude.
No kidding. May 17th, Baldocaster is celebrating a birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another one I haven't heard from in a while. Oh, that's me. Blazergrad, May 18th.
Mm-hmm.
George Ergam
Lidze.
and Cillian and Patrick from Arcade High. Very nice.
Patrick Ferrone.
Yeah.
Apparently, Zoo was saying, now I don't know, because you can never tell with the IRC crowd, because every day it's always Rex Ball's birthday or Egg Shen's birthday.
It is. Did you know it's
saying
Egg
it's
Shen's?
Vosto's birthday today?
It might be, actually. It might be Vosto's birthday. Happy birthday, Vosto. Please come back to us someday soon. He is stuck in a time portal right now. Mr. Volkor X, he went over to a time portal. We're still trying to locate him. For some reason, we cannot locate him with all the technology we have. You know, we're still working on that. So, time travel is a bitch sometimes.
By the way, sorry, Johnny Five. Mr. Computer M. Beat you to the answer.
Oh.
Yep, our overlord. Actually, I think it was Carpenter Brood who opened for Volkor X. Back when he did his first live
That's right.
show.
They had it backwards.
Yeah.
You wish.
By the way, one last birthday. May 19th, Alistair from Taurus 1984.
Very good.
There you go. So yeah,
Birthdays.
So Teeny Panini and Computer M, send me an email at neonfox@nightride.fm with your deets, and I will make sure the communication goes up to Planet X.
Planet X.
And don't forget to tell what album you want.
Yes.
You get to pick
album?
one? Oh, that's even awesomer. Man.
There you go. Go to volkorx.bandcamp.com. Pick an album which has a CD, and yes, Flaming Ball of Fire will come your way.
Very nice.
Just this means war, or this is our planet now. This is the only ones I have CDs for.
Okay, that's an easy choice for me.
Indeed.
Both. God damn it, both.
Both, yes, of course. All right, so while we're doing all this stuff here, let's go ahead and drop another track here. This one's from our Russian brethren. Russian artist born in 1982. I guess maybe he was born in 82, hence the name.
Maybe. I could have been.
Yeah, he has released a new album called 39, filled with the brim of all kinds of awesome, incredible synthwave and outrun sounds. This track just pops right out to me. This is Born in 82 with Alone with You, featuring A. Reese. A. Reese?
Yep.
Right here on Night Ride FM. Enjoy. Once again, I was Alone with You, Born in 82, featuring A. Royce. A. Race?
A.
Reese.
A. Rice.
That's how you say it in New Jersey. A. Royce?
A. Royce.
Real noise.
Noise.
Oh, God. All right, so we're going to continue moving along here because we're just having so much fun here. Whoever thought total destruction of the human race would be so much fun? You know? For real. Some really awesome touring event news. We have, this is really starting to blossom into a wonderful music scene again with the live music and all, which is awesome because we've had a crappy 2020.
Look at that, Dennis. I shortened down.
You did.
List.
We don't have 8,000 dates.
Yeah, I won't tell you about who's touring in September.
Yeah.
Because we're not there yet. So let's kick this off.
Flourishing.
Right now, if you're on the West Coast, there are a few concerts left with Dance with the Dead and Magic Sword, and they've got Droid Bishop opening for them.
Oh, nice.
So, man, those of us who have seen Dance with the Dead, they're touring with a live drummer this time.
Nice.
So, yeah, get ready to have your mind blown. That goes on until May 15th. I think they're in Seattle Sunday.
Very good. And May 12th through the 18th, we have the Annihilator Tour with Street Cleaner, with Watch Out for Snakes, and Morris Black. That is in the USA only, but that is a really awesome tour that's going all over the US. Going to hit some New York, and I think I'm not sure. I guess they're still on the West Coast right now.
Yeah, I think so. What else? Let's see. June 4th. If you're over in Helsinki, they've got the Helsinki Synth City Festival 2022. And they've got a special guest. Dan Termes will be there, along with Tommy86 from France, Animo, and their special guest from Ukraine. She managed to get out with her life, ZXSP.
Wow, nice.
Also, if you're over in the UK, because they're not getting enough shows, they just had the Midnight and what was it, Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah.
Now, June 4th, Space Jams and Steel City Collective. They're doing another show in Bristol with Wolf Club, Beckett, Iverson, Paradise Walk, FHE, Brandon, Young Empress, and Wave Shaper.
That's a nice lineup.
Yeah.
June 10th, we have San Junipero right here on the East Coast. It's a retro wave party in Brooklyn with Faith and the Gritch?
Yep.
The Grinch?
Glitch.
I'm done. Are we done? Can I go? DJ Valentine's special live performance by Swedish artist Robert Parker. What?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think also that same night, I forgot to put it in here.
Oh, that's right. We have Diamond Field, Bunny X.
Yes,
on the other
June
part of
10th.
town.
So before you go to the San Junipero Retrowave Party, there is Night of the Synth, which is also in Brooklyn. It's going to feature live performances by Diamond Field, Bunny X, Power Rob.
That's right.
And Parlor Magic.
God, I got to get up to New York that night. I really do.
Yeah,
That's a lot of people. That's like a little mini festival, I think.
Yep.
All right. More tunes?
Yes, let's play a tune. Let's get this show wrapped up.
All right. What do we got?
All right. Serbian artist Isidore released a new album called Portals and Dimensions at the beginning of the month. And he creates some lush soundtrack type sounds as well. Go figure. So he's got some good deep resonance and power in his track. So I picked this one from the new album. It's called Kids by Isidore. And you're listening to it right here on Night Ride FM.
Once again, that was Isidore with Kids. And we just found out that our overlord uses the same DAW as I use, which just makes me feel very important. He uses Reaper, which is great. You love Reaper? I might have some questions for you later on down the road.
Yeah. I've been using Reaper like for 15 years now. It's
great.
It's amazing. It's it's the best DAW I've ever used, and I've used a few, and this one is really blowing my mind.
I love it. I love that DAW. In fact, Turbonite also uses. I don't know if you ever heard of Turbonite, but he swears by it. It's a good DAW. So you don't need a lot of money to get started.
Zoo, while we were listening to that song, Zoo pointed out that it's somebody's birthday on the 20th.
Egg Shen's?
No.
Z's?
No.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't have birthdays. Me? No.
Perhaps.
Is it my birthday?
I don't know. Is it?
No.
No. Well, Zoo, you're wrong. But you know what? Actually, I can't believe I caught this on Facebook, no less. But the first track you heard at the top of our show, 2D Cat.
Yeah.
Turns out it's his birthday on the 18th.
Look at that.
Of May.
The amazing thing
happy
about
birthday, 2D Cat.
The amazing thing about birthdays is everyone has them, and there's always somebody having a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scientific fact, I think.
Everyone except overlords from
and
space.
Volkor X, yes.
Never.
They're immortal.
Indeed. All right, so we're getting close to the end of the show. I think we got one more song we're going to play. Before we do, we're going to give you the whole shtick about support our Patreon, patreon.com/NightRideFM. Shout out to Desterian, who just renewed, I think. I think he's been a long time Patreon, but yeah, shout out to Desterian, one of our favorite loyal listeners. We love you, buddy. Thanks for listening and supporting independent synthwave radio. And
by the way, Z corrected me. Apparently the 20th is Vasto's birthday.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, mine's on the 21st of November, so we're a little off on that one. But you could also go to, on my birthday, you can go to thestateofsynth.com, and there's a top right-hand corner if you want to support the State of Synth directly. You could buy us a beer. That's always fun, because I like to drink. And there that is. You can also get show notes and find out all kinds of stuff. We have all kinds of fun things over there. Thestateofsynth.com. We have a link to the concerts and t-shirts. And don't forget to buy a t-shirt right after you're done buying the Volkor X variants. You can get yourself a nice The State of Synth t-shirt. And we want to sell more t-shirts than Karn because we just want to do that.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And by the way, so make sure you head over to volkorx.bandcamp.com to buy some music, inject his space wallet with some cash, buy some merch, and don't forget to go to your streaming services, your favorite one, probably Spotify, and make sure you add Volkor X. Add all his songs to your playlist.
You have a special.
Add them multiple times.
You actually have a discography, I think, correct?
Yeah. I have a playlist with my entire discography in a chronological release order.
Ooh.
But you also have it on. Is it on Bandcamp as well?
Yeah, 25.50. You can get the entire Overlord discography.
Come on! What a better way to prepare yourself for ultimate world destruction than to be in the know. And that's
buy the discography or die.
That's right.
Or die. Absolutely. Oh, and I have a new track coming out next month on New Retrowave.
Very nice.
Yeah, because they're producing the soundtrack of how is it called?
That movie.
In Search of Tomorrow, which
that's
is
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
From their
documentary.
their movie studio, I believe, is putting that out.
No, they're doing the soundtrack. It's what do you call it? Creative VC who did the doc.
I gotcha.
I love it. It's like 5 hours long. I got it and I backed it. It's that's awesome, Volkor.
Oh well, then if you backed it, you probably have the soundtrack and you probably have my song in it.
They haven't mailed it yet.
Oh, because I backed it too and I got it. I got an email with like maybe a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Damn it! All right.
Well,
check the spam folder.
I know.
Yeah.
goddamn spam.
Check the inbox, check the spam folder, check the deleted folder, and check us out. We do shows every week. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much, Volkor X, for sparing our lives. We appreciate that, and coming on the show.
My pleasure.
And I think that's about it. That's our show. We thank you for listening, and we have one more song to play out with. Mr. Jules, you want to go ahead and line this one up for us?
Oh, hells yeah. We're going to play you out with this Fresh City Pop collaboration by Swedish artist Neverman and UK artist Beckett. This is Moonlight Kiss by Neverman featuring Beckett. From all of us here at Night Ride FM, have a great night.
And my kids say goodnight too.
And my cat.
And Jules'
Good night or
food
die.
Yeah, good night or die. Beck-